All right, today is Wednesday, November 6th, and we are doing our test review for Unit 2. And we are going to start on the first page here. And I'm going to be asking for volunteers during the questions to help us answer them. So I hope that I have lots of hands because I got lots of smart math friends in this class. So the first question, when we were doing the review, when I was going over the test before we started on Monday, I asked you to make some lines to help you figure out how many digits are in your numbers. So before we started, it says I'm a 5-digit number. So we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we know that we put commas after our third place value. So now we need to solve the riddle for the number. The first clue is my 7 is worth 700. Who thinks they can help me with that? And go up to the screen and point to where I'm going to write the 7. Go ahead, Cheyenne. Where is the 7 going to go on my lines? Just point to it with your finger. There we go. Good. My 5 is worth 5 times 1,000. Go ahead, Mohammed. Thank you. One of my 4s is worth 40. Mo, go ahead. Yep. And then this is the one that we had to talk about a little bit because the other 4 is worth 1/10 as much. And we said 1/10. We're going to put that number in what direction? Is it going to go to a smaller place value to the right or a higher place value to the left? Daniel? A smaller. So it's going to go, so you're telling me when it's like that, it goes next door to a smaller place value. Then that last clue is really easy. My other digit is a 9. Bella? You got the easiest job of this problem. Go ahead. Show me where that 9 goes. What place value is that? 90,000. Good job. Okay, so our answer is what? Who can read that number for me nice and loud so everyone can hear you? Delano.
95,744.
Excellent. Good job. All right, we're going to go on to the next problem. Now we have a 6-digit number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put our comma in that right spot. The first clue is one of my 8s is worth 80,000. Aaron, go ahead. Thank you. Now, here's this different question that's similar to the one that we just answered. Now they're telling you to put the other 8 somewhere, and we have 2 spots to the left and the right. This one is worth 10 times as much. So 10 times as much means that is the place value going to get bigger or is it going to get smaller? Brianna? Bigger, that's right, bigger. So it's going to go to the left to get bigger, right? So the other 8 is going to go right here, that's right. My 6 is worth 6. What does that mean when it's pressed up against the parenthesis spot like that? What kind of math do you do? What does that mean? Cheyenne? When it's pressed up against that, when it's outside the parenthesis. What are you doing to that, Bella? Timesing it. So this is basically like saying 6 times the 100 spot. So where would that 6 go? Daniel? Go ahead, show me. Nice, all right. My 1 is worth 10. Oh, this is easy. My 1 is worth 10. Go ahead, Mariah. Quick, quick. This is our workout problem, is we get some exercise when we do these ones. Where's your 1 going? Great. We're going to put that there. And the other digits are zeros, so I just throw the blank spots. And who can read that number for me? Allah? That's right, 880,610. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go back to our reflection page. So let's flip back to our cover. And we are going to go back to this. And we're going to ask ourselves, did you get both of those right? If you got both of those right, you're going to put a check mark right in that box. If you got one or more wrong, you're going to put a check mark in this box, and then you're going to check why you got it wrong. Was it just a silly mistake, or is it something you're really confused about? Okay? Now, if you didn't take the test on Monday, you have to tell me, do you think you would have got those right? Or you think you would have got those wrong? And if you got them wrong, if you thought you would have got those wrong, why would you have gotten those wrong? Okay? All right. Let's go on to the next problem. Number 3. Beth is doing yard work. When Beth has 1,000 sticks, the tree service will pick them up. Beth has 250 bundles. Bundles are sticks kind of tied together in a group. Bundles of sticks. Each bundle contains 10 sticks. Can she call the tree service to pick up the sticks? Now she needs to have how many sticks, raise your hand, to call the tree service? Carvel? 1,000. So I need to do some math. I have 250 bundles, 250 individual bundles of 10. What kind of math would I need to do to figure this out? Aaron? Multiplication. Now my problem, and I'm going to write it out right here. Okay? I can see pretty quickly if I'm going to be able to call tree service or not, right? I can do mental math really easy. Remember my mental math strategy? I take my numbers that I know, and then I multiply them together, and then I add my 2 zeros, and it's obvious I have way more than 1,000. I could even look at that and know that 1,000 would be more than 100 bundles, right? And I have way more than that. So I could use estimation to figure that out too. Use estimation or mental math to figure that out really easily. So my answer is going to be yes, can I call tree service, or no, can I call tree service? Do I have more than 1,000? I have to have more than 1,000 to call tree service. Do I have more than 1,000, Antonio?
Yes.
Yes, I have more than 1,000. So on our lines, we're going to answer in a complete sentence. We're going to answer yes, comma. Anytime we answer yes or no, we start with our answer, and then we have a comma. Yes, she can call. Not right now. Not right now. We're in the middle of something. She can call tree service. Because what? Because what? Malia? Because she has more than 1,000 what? Not bundles of sticks. What does it say right here? Just sticks, right? Because she has more than 1,000 sticks. Okay? I'll bring this up a little bit. Now I said we didn't have to do the whole math problem. I didn't have to go ahead and do the long multiplication, did I? I could use two different things, two different strategies. I could use mental math, or I could use, what else did I say? What else did I say besides mental math that I could use? Who was really listening? Bella? Estimation. Good job, Bella. So I can say no. I did not have to find the exact answer because I could have used mental math, and estimation. All right, those are two really good strategies. If we have to have a round number, we don't have to get the exact number. We just need to know we need to have more than a number. And it was obvious right away when I saw that 250 and I was going to multiply that by 10. I knew that was going to be way over 1,000, right? So that was a really quick way to do it, just thinking mentally. Okay, good. So now it's our reflection time. Now if you got that right, now this part right here, I'm not worried about that part. What I'm worried about are these two answers right here. And if you understood that if you said yes already on your own without my help, that you had to call tree service because you have more than 1,000, then you're good to go with understanding, okay? So we're gonna go back to that reflection page again. And you can obviously use estimation to solve word problems. So right or wrong, fixable mistake, if it was wrong, or you still don't get it. Okay, and if you remember, if you didn't take the test, you're going to just kind of tell me your thinking. You're going to get me inside of your brain. All right, let's go off to the next page. It's a pretty easy page right here. Completing the table. We're doing standard notation and exponential notation and products of 10. So we kind of got you started when we were going over this. We're going to break this number into products of 10. So how many times am I going to times 10? How many times am I going to times it to itself to get 10,000? Cheyenne, how many times? 5 times. The key to this is to figure out how many zeros. 4 zeros. The zeros tell you how many times you times it to itself. So there's 4 zeros in the standard notation, so you're going to go 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And I'm noticing something. This is going to be the exact same answers for these two rows, right? This probably made it way too easy for you. And then exponential notation is just having your big whole number. And what's your exponent you're going to use? The exponent tells me how many zeros you have. Carvel? 4. That's easy. So I already know this matches, so let me just go ahead and fill in the blanks. I can tell it matches because the number of times you times 10 is exactly the same, so it's the same number. This one, they give you the exponential notation, but they don't give you the products of 10 or the standard notation. So, what number is this going to be? 10 to the power of 6. If that one has 6 zeros next to it, what number is it, Mariah? 1 million. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many times are you timesing 10 to itself? Delano? 6 times. 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Whew. All right. For this one, they give us the standard notation, but they do not give us the products of 10. How many times do you times 10 to 10 to get 100? Come on, let's get that hands out. I know this is an easy question. Mo? 10, just 10 times 10. That's it. So what is my exponent going to be up here? Jaleesa?
2.
2. Excellent. All right. Good. So we're going to go back. That was a pretty easy one. We're going to go back. And we are going to reflect on our answer. If we got that whole table right, then we're going to mark. I can explain patterns. When multiplying by powers of 10, we're going to put a check in that right box. If you got one little section wrong, we're going to put a check in the wrong. And if you get it now, check the